Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing some pre-planning for my 2019 budget planner. In front of me I have the Erin Condren Deluxe monthly planner. This is the planner that I really much prefer to use for our family's budget. It's just set up like absolutely perfectly. So this is the 2019 and this is the cover I have. I actually got a couple other options as well, which I can show you at a later time, but I got the rose gold coil, as you can see, and then I did get the neutral option for the 2019 planner, and this goes from January to December of 2019. So basically what I'm going to do today is take some little sticky notes and sort of figure out how I want to set up my budget planner. There are some things that I did in my 2018 budget planner that I really liked having and that I'm definitely going to do again. And then there are some things that I'm going to kind of like tweak just a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started. So what I like to do on this page here is to write out with a wet erase marker our due dates for our bills. That gives me just a really quick reference to look at when I'm trying to figure out, you know, which expenses are going to fall under which paycheck and that kind of thing. So I'm definitely going to do that again because I did find that to be very helpful. So I'm just going to do due dates right here. And then of course I'm just going to put my name and kind of make this cute and decorate it a little bit as well. And then in this next page, nothing to do here. By the way, I love the way that the neutral options, like, I don't know, like the coloring and everything like that. I'm really glad I did neutral for both my budget planner and my life planner for 2019. I feel like that was a good decision. So, and then here I'm going to put the same thing I did last year, which was putting our annual pay schedule, as well as any important expenses. Examples of that would be, you know, when Amazon Prime is due, when we have a workout thing, Beachbody on demand, when that's due, when our car registration's due, just different expenses like that. So I'm gonna do that again here. One other thing I'm thinking about doing potentially in 2019, I might bring in an income from YouTube. I mean, that is yet to be known, but in the event that I do make an income, I kind of want to incorporate variable income into my budget planner for 2019 as well. So I might go ahead and do that too. I'm just going to put in parentheses variable income, because this page would be perfect for just at a glance looking at, you know, how much in total I made in any given month. And that I think is going to be really nice for tax purposes. If in 2020 for my 2019 taxes, if I need to, you know, put together my income and expenses information for any variable income, then I'll be able to do that. So anyways, we'll probably incorporate that as well. On this page, I'm going to do exactly what I did last year, which was setting up a gift guide. So I like to use each one of these boxes for each month of the year. And in each box, I like to put any important dates. So birthdays, anniversaries, you know, any sort of event, things like that, that we would have to potentially purchase gifts for. Because then at a glance, I can kind of look as I'm budgeting, like, okay, how many birthdays do we have this month? How many anniversaries do we have? Like, what do we need to budget for gifts and cards and that kind of stuff? I love being able to look at that at a glance. So I'm definitely going to do that again for 2019. So I will put that on this page. Okay, and then I'm gonna do things a little bit differently, and I've sort of talked about this before, but previously I was putting our sinking funds on this notes page right here, which it falls right before the month begins. And as you guys might have seen, if you've watched my previous videos, that was kind of a problem for November because I didn't have enough. So our family likes to budget weekly personally because we're paid on a weekly basis. So to us, that just makes sense. We can see like, okay, this is the paycheck that's coming in addition to what we have in our account, and these are the expenses that need to come out. It just helps me personally to break things up into smaller pieces that way. I feel like we're able to stay on track better with our goals and things like that. And I'm just more aware of what's going on in our account that way as well. So I really prefer to budget weekly, and that will not change for 2019 at all. But the way that I was doing it was I would have, so after each month, so you get the monthly spread, and after each month you get 1, 2, 3, 4, and technically 5 notes pages before the next month begins. And I like to put our weekly spread on a full like layout like this, a full glance like this. So if it's a 5 paycheck month, I just run out of space basically, and I had to carry our 5th November paycheck onto this page before the month began. So what I'm going to do instead for 2019, instead of using this page for sinking funds, I'm going to use it as more of like a just in case there's like a 5th week in the month, as well as where I'm going to track our debt payments. So that's going to be a little different. I only need like probably half of the page or so for our debt payments. And I want to track on a monthly basis each individual debt, how much went to each debt, and how much of what went to each debt was principal and how much was interest, and then also the remaining balance. So I kind of want to look at a glance our progress monthly with debt in that way. So I feel like dedicating this page just to tracking our debt payments will definitely give me plenty of space for a 5th paycheck if we come across that. So hopefully that all makes sense. I feel like I didn't explain that very well, but so I'm just gonna put on the Post-it 5th paycheck question mark, and then debt payment tracker. Okay. That is what I'm going to do there. I am going to, for the monthly spread, do exactly what I've been doing. I'm going to write our debt balances right here for the 1st of the month, just to see, you know, where we currently stand. I'll put our paychecks in here, which one, when Andrew, my husband's paychecks fall and when my paychecks fall. And then I will be tracking our transactions here as well. So I'm just going to put a sticky note there just for reference, even though this isn't really changing, just tracking transactions, pay schedule, and debt balances. Okay. And then what I'm going to do here with these notes pages is I'm going to do pretty much the exact same thing that I did in previous years. So I'm going to put our weekly tracker here, which is where I carry over all the transactions that were made. I would track them like groceries, gas, personal spending money, entertainment, that kind of stuff will get tracked here. And then our overall monthly budget is going to go right here. So that is not going to change. I'm actually going to probably not use sticky notes because just thinking about it, I'm going to be setting up everything with you guys. Obviously, I'm not going to be setting this up like next week. Next Tuesday through Thursday, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Next Tuesday through Thursday, which I believe is going to be the 18th, 19th, and 20th, I am going to be setting up my 2019 budget planner with you guys. So I'll be setting up like our annual, and I'll do separate videos obviously for all of it, so it's not super long, but I'll set up the annual pay schedule and expenses. I'll set up the gift guide with you guys. I'm not going to set up, you know, any of the January stuff yet. That will come later once we're closer to the first paycheck of January. So that's a little bit different too. the way that we do our budgeting, because it's weekly, our budget for any given month does not begin until we get that first paycheck. So for 2019, our January budget doesn't start until January 4th when we get our first paycheck, which means January 1st, 2nd, and 3rd is technically in December's paycheck. So my budget for January is probably not going to go up until this first week, like usually the week before that first paycheck hits, if that makes sense. So anyways, getting back to it, I'm getting sidetracked a little bit here. But yeah, so weekly tracker here, monthly budget here, and then as you know, we'll do our weekly budgets, break everything down on a weekly basis right here, and then use the debt balances and all that, and it'll just kind of start over. So this is February. So basically the months are all gonna be the same. And then once we jump back here to December, we get to our notes pages. I didn't really do anything with this page last year. I might for this year, like if we have like a wedding or something that comes up and I wanna just make sure I note that so that I can carry over whatever's here into my 2020 budget planner, I can do that. But I don't have any plans currently for this page. If you guys use this page personally and you have any suggestions or want to share what you do, let me know. But I didn't use this at all in 2018, and I don't think I'll use it for 2019 unless I can come up with a good idea. So back in the notes pages, you get a lot of notes pages back here, which is super awesome. So what I plan to do is I'm going to put an overall like overview of Dave Ramsey's baby steps right here. So put Dave Ramsey's baby steps, and that'll be just as a little reference. So I'll be putting that there. And then here, what I'm thinking about doing, I haven't quite decided. So I think what I'll do is I will put kind of like a tracker of sorts, like something that we would color in for our debt. So I want to put maybe just like a full list of all of our debts that we've paid off since the beginning, including what the starting balances were. So all debts and balances, and then kind of like when we paid them off, just sort of like a time tracker thing, you know? And then I think on this page is where I'll put like our things that we would color in. So, so we'll just put debt payoff progress, something we can color in every time we make a debt payment. And I might even just not do this and make this whole spread, because we have, I think, 4 debts going into 2019. Yes, we have 4 debts going into 2019. So I might do like a tracker for each on this spread. We'll see. But that's kind of like my thought right now. And I don't even know if I know all of this, come to think of it. I was just thinking that. I'm like, I don't even know if I kept track of what all of our beginning balances were. Like, I don't even know where all that would be. So this might just be a debt progress, like payoff page. I think that would be cool. And then on this page, I think this is where I'm going to start our sinking funds. So for sinking funds, what I want to do is I want to have a monthly spread of all of our sinking funds for the month. And then I also want a transaction log for our sinking funds. And I want it in like one view right here, just to use this whole like 2 pages for it. So I think I'm going to start that here, but I'm just kind of thinking we're probably going to have our debt paid off. We're shooting for the summer of 2019. So I'm debating putting like a emergency fund savings tracker as well in here. And maybe I could even do, yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do 1 page for our debt payoff progress. And then here, because I think we will get to baby step 3 in 2019, I'll put our fully funded emergency fund tracker. And that's something we can color in as well, because I think we will get to that in 2019. So I think we'll do that. And then, yeah, we'll do January's sinking funds here. Sinking funds. And then here we'll do the transaction log. And then this will be February. I'm just going to use a sticky note just to note February, and then I'll kind of know. So here's February. This will be March. This will be April. I'm very thankful for these sticky notes, by the way. I think they came in the fall seasonal surprise box, I think. So this will be April. Okay, and then May. I'm gonna run out of sticky notes, I have a feeling. It's okay, I can grab some different ones. May. And then June. July. And this will be August. And oops. September. This will be October. And I officially need more sticky notes. Let's see. Okay, we got more sticky notes. So this will be November. Oops. What in the world? Oh, okay. November. I had that backwards. That confused me for a second. And then this will be December. My daughter plays with my sticky notes like all the time, so they get a little messed up. So that'll be December. And then that leaves us with still quite a few notes pages. We got 1, 2, so some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so what I was sort of thinking of doing, how do I want to do this? So I've got baby steps there, payoff progress, emergency fund tracker, and then the sinking fund start. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. I'm trying to make sure I didn't skip a page. August, September, October, November, and December. So what I was thinking of doing was tracking my variable income and expenses. And you know what? I actually could do that, because I could probably just do it on one page. So yeah, let's do that. So I'll put January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And that is perfect. So we'll do that, and I'll just put a sticky note that the remaining pages equal variable income and expenses. And I definitely want to track my expenses still. I probably will not have any income coming in for like January, possibly for the first few months actually of the new year. But I still want to track my expenses because I'll be able to deduct that from taxes. So, you know, like Planner Kate stickers, Erin Condren stickers, those types of things can get counted as like expenses that would get deducted from your income for your business. So I will probably still track, like, even if the income is zero, I'll definitely track the expenses each and every month so that at the end of the year, I have like a full picture of, you know, how much I invested in my like business, in my channel before I started seeing an income and all that kind of stuff. So, and I should note too, my goal with YouTube, by the way, is not in any way, shape, or form to make money. I should probably note that. This is like honestly a very, very fun like hobby that I'm doing. If you can't tell, I am completely nerdy and absolutely love like budgeting and planning and stickers and planners and like all those sorts of things. And I love the community. So I am really just here for that reason. But you know, if my channel continues to grow and I'm able to bring in some extra income that will get reinvested back into my channel, so I have more to show you guys, I can come up with like cooler ideas for videos, invest in like better equipment, that kind of thing, as well as, you know, put money towards our financial goals. So paying off debt, saving up our emergency fund, doing our sinking funds, all that kind of stuff. Like, obviously that would be awesome. It's not like necessary, we're doing just fine without it, but that would be, you know, cherry on top of the cake in my opinion. So, or on top of the ice cream or whatever the saying is. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much what I am planning to do with my 2019 budget planner. So as far as what I'm going to be setting up with you guys next week, I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of start from start to finish, like from the very beginning of the planner until the end. So the first thing I'll set up with you guys will probably be, I'll probably just put these due dates in. I'll set this up, you know, put my name in, and then I'll set up my annual pay schedule and expenses in this page, and that will be one video. Then a second video will be the gift guide, and that will be a video all by itself because quite a bit goes into this. And then the third video for the week is going to be back in the notes pages. I'll set up the Dave Ramsey's baby steps with you guys. And I'll probably do a separate video for the trackers, like the debt payoff and the fully funded emergency fund trackers. Yeah, I think I will, possibly. Maybe not, maybe I will do, because I'd like to do just like a Dave Ramsey's baby steps video completely by itself, just for anyone who's like not interested in hearing about the debt we have and they kind of just want, you know, more of like an educational video on what Dave Ramsey's baby steps are all about and how they work and everything. So I think, yeah, I'll probably do this one separate and then I'll do this one in a fourth video. So I might just make like 2 separate videos but post them in the same day or something. So there might be a bonus video next week. And then as far as like the sinking funds and stuff and the variable income, I will wait to set that up until our January budget starts to come together and everything, because we don't honestly know what our sinking funds will be yet for January. We're still working on all those little details and things. So anyways, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This is just a little pre-planning. I got this idea from a couple YouTubers and I thought it was genius just to kind of go through and figure out how I want things set up and, you know, what worked for me last year, what, you know, I want to change, and also getting some ideas from other budgeting YouTubers out here and things like that. So I'm pretty excited. I love a fresh start. I love a fresh start. And like 2019, I think is going to be a very exciting year for us because I'm pretty sure we're going to be debt free, which is going to be amazing because we've been doing this for like, what is it? 2 years? 2 years now? It seems like it's been forever, but it's almost done, almost over. So Anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, definitely give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification button to catch all of my future videos. If you're interested in any products that you saw here today, specifically really just the Deluxe Monthly Planner, because that's really all I showed you guys, definitely check out my links below. They do help support my channel, and I do have a $10 off coupon that you can use for your purchase from Erin Condren, so definitely check that out to save some money. And if you have questions and comments, of course, leave those in the comments box down below as well. And I will chat with y'all later. Bye!